Hi, I'm Warren King, and this is a dietary habits consultation completed on the 3rd of the 8th, 2021. Hi, Edward. It's good to finally sit down with you and get to talk to you about some of your dietary habits.
Yep.
You wanted to, lose some weight, and your diet is usually is a big contributor to your body composition. So I'm just going to go through a quick questionnaire.
Yep.
I'm going to ask you a few questions of like what type of servings you have with certain foods.
Yep.
So I'm going to ask the first one. The first one is so how many serves of vegetables do you usually have a day? Like a serve of vegetables might be like a cup of cooked veggies or like half a cup of cooked lentils or chickpeas.
Oh, I have a low intake of vegetables. I'd say about 2 to 3.
2 to 3?
Yeah, servings per day. Yeah.
2 to 3. How many serves of fruit would you usually eat per day?
Well, I have moderate levels. I'd say about 4 to 5, which is not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many serves of bread and cereal would you usually eat per day?
I eat a lot. I'd say 6 to 7 plus per servings per day. Yeah.
How many serves of dairy would you consume? Like a cup of fresh milk or like 2 slices of cheese?
I have high dairy. I have a diet high dairy consumes. I'd say about 2 to 3 servings per day. Yeah.
2 to 3?
Yep.
So how many serves of meat or alternatives do you usually consume?
I eat a lot of red meat, so I'd say about 4 or 5 servings per day. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So, okay, we're going to talk about some of the junk food and things like that, like ice cream and snacks, things that aren't that are good for you. Things like a donut would be like a serve, a can of soft drink would be a serve. Things like 2 slices of processed meat.
With the junk food, I've got a pretty bad habit. I'd say probably over 10 servings per day.
10 servings?
Yeah.
Okay, so just going through your some of the foods that you eat in the serves, I think that you could substitute with your a strategy for you to eat a bit healthier and have more of a balanced diet.
Yep.
Would be substituting your veggies for like things like pasta and things like that. You could have more like a veggie side, things like that.
Yep.
Packing small containers of veggies, having them as snacks like celery sticks and carrot sticks,
Yep.
for example. Another strategy would be just don't buy or have any of the junk food in the house. Like try to avoid the temptation. So if you don't buy it, you can't have it.
Yeah.
So cutting down on buying it and things like that would really prevent you from eating it.
Yep.
So I just want to talk about the Australian Dietary Guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to talk about what type of servings you actually should be having. So a male your age for veggies should be having about 6 servings of veggies, which is you're having a bit not enough of that, so you need to up that a bit. Fruits you're supposed to have about 2 servings per day. You've got a fair bit of fruits in your diet. You could maybe even cut that down a bit, but it's pretty good still.
Yeah.
And then grains should have about 6 servings of grains. You have over that, so cutting that down would be alright, be a lot better for you.
Yeah.
So dairy should only have about 2.5 servings per day.
Yep.
So with your dairy, that's not too bad. It's like you're right on that right now.
Mm.
And all the alternatives and things like that, it's pretty hard. You should only have like 0.2 per day, which is barely anything. It's best to not really have any if you can. Thanks for that.
Yep. No
And
worries. Thank you.
I'm just thinking, I think suggesting a dietitian would be a great way to
for my habits.
someone that could help you with, you know, your problem and things like that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to refer you to a dietitian,
Yeah.
and they'll be able to go through the diet in more detail and more accustomed to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.